Now, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi says Arab leaders have endorsed Egypt's post-war plan for the Gaza Strip. Speaking at a summit of Arab nations in Cairo, el-Sisi said the Reconstruction plan would allow Gaza's roughly 2 million Palestinians to remain in the territory.
Arab leaders agreeing on a new plan for Gaza, one that includes Gazans.
I invite you now to adopt the Reconstruction and Development Plan of Gaza, as well as the draft of the closing statement.
The Cairo plan counters Trump's Middle East Riviera proposal, which called for Gazans to leave the territory and was condemned by the UN as tantamount to ethnic cleansing. UN Chief Antonio Guterres attended the summit and endorsed the Reconstruction Plan for Gaza, which ensures its population remains.
I welcome and strongly endorse the Arab-led initiative to mobilize support for Gaza's reconstruction, clearly expressed in this summit. And the UN stands ready to fully cooperate in this endeavour. We recognise that reconstruction requires governance and security arrangements that can help guarantee a brighter, more stable future for Palestinians and Israelis alike.
Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas welcomed the Egyptian plan and urged Trump to support one that doesn't displace Palestinians. Other Arab leaders present at the summit also strongly opposed Trump's plan. And as they aligned on Gaza's reconstruction, they also called for other nations outside of the region to lend their support.
I spoke earlier to journalist Karim El-Gohari in Cairo. He told us more details about the outline of the Arab leaders' plan.
Well, the most important thing, the Egyptian plan now is turned into an Arab plan for the reconstruction of Gaza. The idea is to spend $53 billion in a reconstruction effort that will take at least 5 years and will happen in several stages. And on the political front, the idea is to form some committee of independent Palestinian technocrats to manage the Gaza Strip for the period of the reconstruction until the Palestinian authorities in the West Bank can take over this task. Egypt also said that it will train Palestinian police personnel to be deployed in the Gaza Strip in the coming periods. So in a way, Hamas would be administratively sidelined. The open question is, until now, where will the financing come from? For that, it's announced that as soon as possible, there will be another conference in Cairo that will deal with getting pledges for the $53 billion.
And this question of political control for a future Gaza is surely one of the more difficult sticking points in negotiations. How willing would Hamas be to relinquish control of Gaza under an eventual Palestinian Authority-administered Gaza?
Well, first, what will happen to Hamas is not totally clear in the Arab plan. The Egyptian President el-Sisi said there's a need for a parallel political security plan to peace that will see a final settlement for the Palestinian cause in a two-state solution. So in the final text, there's a vague reference to the obstacle of militant groups, but it's also said that can be only resolved if the causes of the conflict with Israel were to be removed. So there is a disagreement among the Arab states what to do with Hamas. For example, the United Arab Emirates are asking for a complete dismantling of Hamas, while others believe this is a decision that should be left to the Palestinians. Hamas itself somehow accepted that it will not play a role in the running of Gaza, but it also made clear that disarming is a red line. As one of the Hamas officials said, our resistance is not negotiable.
Yeah. How much of a chance does this proposal have? I mean, Israel has previously ruled out any role for the PA in a future Gaza, and the White House has called the plan unworkable.
Well, the point is that really neither the US nor Netanyahu have a real plan for the day after, except the plan to displace the Palestinians, which would be a grave violation of international law and would amount to what the UN and the Arabs are saying ethnic cleansing. So Trump's plan is not only rejected by the Arabs, but also by the UN and even by the EU and actually most parts of the world. So now the Arab states will go out and will try to get international support for their plan. They will also try to convince the US that this is the better idea to keep the Palestinians inside the Gaza Strip. And they will hope that this whole plan will gain international momentum, the plan of reconstruction Gaza without displacing the Palestinians, sidelining Hamas in the administration of the Strip, and then working for a two-state solution in which, at the end, Gaza would be part of a Palestinian state.
Karim, thank you so much for explaining this all for us. We've been speaking with Karim El Gohari, a journalist in Cairo.
You're welcome.